kind of ball they kick to you, then you jump up, raise your two legs, and catch it in the middle of the field and land with your head. It's called "Make Me Shine." That was actually what happened. The Spaniards didn't really test him.
I mean, yesterday they played against
Was it Uruguay? Yeah.
and they
Yeah.
conceded 2 goals. But hey, I mean that kind of make me shine or favor is ridiculous for a
That's
for a,
that's
for a
that's
sport
that's
like
where
football.
I'm going.
I mean,
Where what I want to talk about is the favor that met him at the World Cup.
man,
There have been keepers that have outperformed Raya
right,
throughout the
right.
season, had more fantastic outings than what he experienced. I remember the Mexican keeper. I can't remember the World Cup. The Mexican keeper.
Was it
Can't
George
remember that
Campos?
guy, George Campos. Exactly.
Mm.
There have been fantastic goalkeepers at the World Cup. Michael Schumacher.
Yeah,
No, Michael Schumacher is a
it's a Schmeichel.
Peter
Schumacher.
Schmeichel.
Denmark.
Mm.
Michael Schumacher is a car
Is a
race car.
racer, yeah.
Yeah,
But we've had fantastic goalkeepers come to the World Cup, and none of them had ever experienced this kind of grace. So it's beyond human explanation. At 40, a goalkeeper at 40 is almost done.
yeah.
Even what's the Belgian keeper? Even the
Courtois.
Belgian keeper, yes,
Mm.
you understand,
Thibaut
has
Courtois.
done better even at this World Cup, but he
Right.
still didn't get that. So it's just his time and chance. What we keep telling people to. Of course, he prepared himself and he
Right.
came for the
Right.
World Cup, and time and chance just happened, and that's it. That's why I keep telling people about grace. That when he finds you, there's one
Yeah.
comedian that says that when God blow your whistle,
Mm.
even if you know where Jesse, you go
Mm.
play.
Yeah.
That's just it. That's
My
just
wife
what
was
has
asking
happened.
me, so why are you so excited about that number? I said, with that number, do you know what it means? Brands can come to 15
Yes.
million.
Immediately. No,
Eh? You
he's
don't
he's
you
a
don't turn
superstar.
ambassador.
He's a superstar. Yes.
Yes.
How many people have 50 million followers in this world?
So this is where I want to talk about it from. Yes, not to downplay what the guy did that day to
Right.
stop a team like Spain, a very
Right,
attacking team
Right.
like Spain. Even though we know there are a few players that are not at their best at this World Cup so far. For example, Ferran Torres, that was the top striker of that day.
Yeah, right.
But not to downplay or take anything away from the keeper, he did his job. His job is to man the goal, and he did it
kept a clean
effectively.
sheet,
Yes.
right.
Number two, they were underdogs. Cape
Right.
Verde
Yeah.
is seen as an
The
underdog.
debutants, the first time
First
at the World Cup.
debutants,
Underdogs against the mighty Spain.
Yes, and
Right.
so we don't know. I'm not sure any of their players a big name. And their goalkeeper, like they said, is 40 years old.
Yeah, 40 years. Yeah.
So preparedness meets opportunity,
Mm.
and he sees the opportunity. And the message is for us at every given time of our life, not just when it comes to the big stage, because he must have taken some opportunities.
Right.
He must have considered some opportunities for him to even be at the World Cup in the first place. I'm not sure he's the only goalkeeper that was available, but because he sees some opportunities, and that was what brought him here. Anytime you have a big opportunity, use it to the max. I think that's the major lesson here, and the guy has used it. And look at what they played again yesterday. At the point in that game, they were leading.
Yes,
That's
yeah.
Cape Verde
Yeah,
versus
yeah,
Uruguay.
Then
They
Uruguay
scored first,
and scored another.
and scored.
And then
So
a few minutes to the end of the game,
they equalized. So and that's what the World Cup is about. It's World Cup that we discover some players.
True.
It's World Cup that we discover some goalkeeper. Who knows? Maybe you could get a very good somebody would sign him. Maybe a big team or any other team. It could be in Africa. It could be outside Africa. Sign him, and that's how God changes people's stories.
Another talking point, as always, is a 38-year-old Leo Messi who scored a hat.
It or 39.
He's 38.
He'll be 39.
Who
And he's
scored
still young,
who
man.
scored
And
a
he's
hat
still gone
trick?
for next World Cup.
And I
Very
don't
possible.
understand what's happening. He scored a hat trick, and the whole world went agog. Like I'm like Messi. They always score hat trick before now. Which one?
No,
be-
he's 38.
Why
He's
ca-
scoring a hat trick
you
at
know
38.
what is the is it because it's
so
38 or
many
because it's
people-
Messi?
So many people said that Messi was finished before this World Cup. So many people thought that he was just coming to this World Cup to embarrass himself. That this World Cup will be for C. Ronaldo. C.
Ronaldo
Ronaldo
too is
will
finished
come
now. That one is 40 now.
and nobody is finished yet. That C. Ronaldo will come and do everything and give the World Cup, and Messi will be disgraced, and then the argument of the goat will finally be put to rest.
Right.
And funny enough, Messi never said one word about this World Cup. So I think that's the biggest surprise. Messi never said anything about this World Cup, even all through the friendlies and whatever. He came from the bench most times. You know, so people just thought that Messi coming to the World Cup was just Argentina trying to drag him along, you know, just to help him for one more time. He's coming as a leader. He's not coming as a player of impact. You know, we just need him with the team. You know, as their ball, giving direction.
Yeah.
But that's not what happened. That first game, Messi played the game. The game was for Messi. It was as if, you know, Argentina brought their talisman once again. And I told someone, I said, if Care is not taking, Messi is going to win the Ballon d'Or. I had said this like 6
This
months
Ballon
ago.
d'Or.
Yes, and somebody
No,
argued
it's not
with me.
possible.
I'll tell
If
you
he wins
why.
the World Cup, he'll
And
win
I'm
the
going
Ballon
to show
d'Or.
you.
It's not.
Yes.
That
He
then
doesn't
that
even
would be
have to
that would
win
be
the World Cup.
clearly
No, that's not true.
daylight robbery.
No, it's not
Because
true.
there are phenomenal players who have done better than him leading to this
Did
time.
better where?
Are